Hello and welcome back to ATM10 LITE version. Today we are going to talk about ore processing. So in a previous episode, which is the episode where I went over update 101, I gave you a short little preview about the ore processing stuff, which is right there. Look at this. It's right there. It's working away at it. It's working away at it. So the Boon of the Earth setup is still running, which you can see over there and here. And it's been running ever since, you know, just to move it from here to over there. So it'll be a little bit more protected area. So, I mean, the Oreberries, I didn't automate it. I didn't even try. So, yeah, it's there. They say it's for early game. Well, it's like, how the heck are you going to automate it? I mean, come on. Like, can you even hit it with Nature's Blessings? Here, give me this. Look at that. You can't even hit it with Nature's Blessings. So you got to, like, stand here and wait for it to grow, get it, instead of going into your strip mine and getting it that way. Yeah, early game, It's only there to look pretty, and that's it. So, there's the Oreberries if you want to do that. They're in the recent update, there are gears. You can go that route if you want to. So, in order to make this stuff, you have to go through all of this stuff, which isn't that hard to make. It feels like more of the early mid game-ish point in the game where you can start to make this stuff. You do need power, of course. Then you can make this stuff, budding copper ore. But once you make like one of these, then, you know, you get any sort of rudimentary growth accelerators on there, and then you have your router mine it away. So yeah, that's another way to do that. Other ore generation stuff that you can probably get, I mean, there's a strip mine. You can very well go through your strip mine over and over again and get lots of stuff. You can rush all the modium and go into the mining dimension. I haven't touched the mining dimension one bit. You can go over there if you want to. You know, just mine out manually, put Boon of the Earth on your pick, and just have some fun. There is the mining thingamajiggy. What is it called? Digital miner. I haven't made one yet. So you can go a little bit step above manual mining and make a digital miner. Just plunk it down, put some power on it, you know, a flux point, and then some inventory on it, and just like, you know, hop from chunk to chunk and just get it that way. You can do that too if you want to. So you want something a little bit more automated. In this particular pack anyway, at this current time, it's the laser drill, which you can set up automatically. Or you can set up this guy over here, Dimensional Mine Shaft. If I can get in here, there we go. Look at that. The Eldritch Ancient Miner, the max tier miner lamp. So I'm just going to go ahead and repair this guy. Down the list. You can automate the repairs in some way, but I've heard that when you do that, it's going to wipe all the enchantments off, so maybe not do that. So let me see. Squids? Squids? Jeez, I think I took out all the squids. Sheesh. There are a few over here, maybe? I gotta put a squid spawner over here or something. Squids are never around when I want them. Ooh, fish. Do you give XP? Here, come here. Yes, you do. Alright, there. Easy. Just 1 or 2 mobs, and that's it. It's repaired. Granted, I have like 30,000% XP gain. I'll put that back in the mine shaft. And it just goes to work. Look at that. Nice. Now you get all these raw blocks right down here. Below this particular lamp over here. And yes, I have more than one if I want to. And look at all the core pieces I get. So I can basically convert all of these guys with these core pieces into an ancient miner as well, and then go 8 times faster, or 9 times faster. I think I have an extra lamp like all the way over there. So cool. Very nice. Look at this. We got sapphire blocks, osmium, amethyst, tin, block of coal. I haven't converted these yet, so here's the raw gold. Here's unobtainium. Here's vibranium. And where's the aluminium? Okay, here's raw aluminium. If I can take a stack of that and maybe convert these into raw ores like this, I can probably set up something with the crusher, which I have all the way over here. You gotta go through cultism anyway. It's part of the star. So you might as well make the 6x crusher. I mean, you have the option to do that, you know. So you just, like, give it to him or just drop it. He'll just pick it up right quick. Maybe create some kind of chamber or box, you know, some kind of, like, redstone timer just to drop these guys in. Because, it is pretty they're pretty fast, but, you know, But you gotta like control your droppings. And then you gotta have some kind of item collector filtered. Just pick it up and shove that into the furnace, and you're good, you know? You can do that if you want to. I gotta wait for you to be done. Come on. Can I time you bottle you? No, okay. You're not in a container. And we don't have soul searching. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get our third laser drill. We have two. One of the laser drills is somewhere. I've forgotten where, though. Where did I put that laser drill? Oh, yeah, in the deep dark, of course. Let's see if it's there. Ah, yeah, it's right there. There it is. Okay, cool. Let's go there. Okay, here's the first mine. It's still going. It's in a box. Empty box, because I had the room. Maybe I want to process the ores here, but, you know, I decided not to do that. So yeah, the laser drill, it's only like, what? 3 times 4? So that's 12. 12 laser drills. It's nothing special, you know. I could speed it up if I want to, but I didn't. I put the aluminium pickaxe right in here, so we can get, like, aluminium too. And all the other ores get sent into this barrel. This one gets sent back to the base, and that's it. Alright, here's the second mine, which is in the nether. There we go. Similar setup. Got the laser drill with the vibranium pick in it, so we can get vibranium. Getting sent back to the base. Are you done yet? Okay, give me this. Yeesh. Got all these timer drops and everything. Here, put these in here. Alright, first things first, we're gonna make the final and third laser drill. So we're gonna go into the end, and we're gonna piggyback off the Enderman platform. Oh boy, okay, alright. Just gonna lower this since we're here now. Yeah? Okay, great. Alright. I might shove that in the corner, I'm not quite sure. Alright. So anyway, we're gonna build our third laser. And we got one of these already. I consider like plunking down some more. That's why I have like extras. Here's some laser drills. Here, I need that one. Ore laser bases, and then we're gonna need another pick. So we're gonna make one of these. There we go. And then we gotta do the whole template thing again. Here, give me one of these. Give me one of these. Give me one of those. Give me one of those. If I had this automated, it would be easy. Okay, netherite. Give me that. Okay, give me one of those. Uranium. Then unobtainium. Dude, do I even have any more unobtainium? Oh, I don't. Okay, give me this. Okay. Let me get this. And do that. Now we're gonna maximize my profits. And then I'll give it to you. I only need to do it once, so yeah. Alright, put these in here. Okay, cool. Give me that one. Now make an unobtainium pick out of it. Okay, put that in there. Alright, cool. Now, if I put that in the laser drill, that will get me unobtainium. Right. Okay, minimum vine value is 30, maximum vine is 60, and it has to be in the end highland, so that's where the Enderman platform is. So we're gonna go back there. Alright, cool. Then we'll quickly build this before we crash out, because we just, like, popped several dimensions, which it doesn't sound like a good thing. Alright, let's go over here, and we get some bricks. Alright, we're gonna put it in the corner, but we gotta make sure it's inside this chunk. So we gotta put the middle here. Alright, cool. Maybe put that up a little bit. What the heck are you over here? Oh, okay, go away. Yeesh. Alright, ore laser base. Over here. Alright, cool. Alright, get some cables. Okay, flux point. Alright, cool. Now we need the add-ons. A whole bunch of add-ons at the ready. Digital mouse, ooh. What the heck are you? Protection 7, Unbreaky 4. Oh, okay, alright. Just gonna get grounded up. Alright, put these in here. Is that another one? Oh, hi. Alright, cool. Now we gotta put the efficiency in the middle. There we go. And look at that, we got obsidian over here. Nice. Okay, we're gonna put the unobtainium pick like right there so we can get some more unobtainium. That's just getting us obsidian there. But since we are after the unobtainium, we're gonna prioritize that particular ore over all the other ones. So we are going to set this to, I don't know, like 40 or 50 or something like that. Like a 45 or something, I don't know. It's already on there anyway, so here, set it to 45, I guess. Here's unobtainium, so cool. So, I mean, it's not the fastest thing in the world, you know. Like, set it and forget and stuff. But, you could put more laser drills on it if you really want to, but, you know, it requires power, after all, so. And there are other, better means of getting it, by the way. Getting ores. Bait, boar, fishes, lucky, burnt boots, okay. Section 6. Okay, goodbye. Alright, there's our laser drill. We are going to get a barrel. Get one of these netherite barrels here. Okay, cool. Get that right there. Let's get a hopper. Okay, in you go. This one, let's see, pull from the bottom. And then we'll push into the top there. And then we're going to get a router. That on top there. Okay, cool. And then we're going to get a sender. Which, I hope that I can reach the thingamajiggy over here. Okay, I probably can. Here, do that. Then we'll put that over here. Nice, it works. Okay, very nice. Very nice indeed. And then we should have some unobtainium stuff incoming. From this particular laser drill, and it's all inside this chunk. Alright, cool. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And hopefully Endermen don't spawn on top of this damn thing. I mean, they're all up there, so they shouldn't be spawning down here. Sheesh. Alright, do that, and we're good. Alright, let's go back. Alright, base. Alright, so let's talk about my ore processing setup. It's gonna be confusing because it's confusing for me to set up. So yeah. Anyway, we have a bunch of ores coming in, and we're putting that inside a chest and some kind of storage, and we need to do something about that. So let's take a look at what kind of ores that we need to process. So we have these type of ores in here. You know, you're getting it from Boon for the Earth, maybe possibly from the laser drills, and maybe from one of the lower tiers mining lamps. That's also a possibility, you know. And if you hit like F3 plus H, you can see all the tags and all the block tags and the item tags and everything, the item names and everything like that. So this group over here, we want to fortune it. We want to break it up into little bits and pieces and maximize our profits, you know. We're not just going to settle for like a few pieces, you know, but we're just going to like fortune it and get even more out of it. Like we want more coal out of this one. We want more iron out of this one, etc., etc. So that means we need to have a router break that for us with Fortune 5 breaker module in it. So that's the way to do it. And we've got to pick up those pieces and put it inside a chest. And then that's going to go get into the AE2 network and also into the furnace because, well, we also have these things, which is right here. Now, if you hit control, that's like raw materials right there. So this group belongs to the raw materials. So like raw gold, raw iron, raw copper, you know, the stuff that's like broken into pieces like this, raw aluminum, uranium, that's like C:(raw materials right there. So that's not to say that only those will have raw materials. Let's say redstone will probably have that too, right? Okay, maybe not that one. Maybe not that one. But I know that sapphires probably has that, right? Seed gems, raw materials. Yeah, there it is. Raw materials, that's a sapphire right there. Obviously, that doesn't go inside a furnace. Unless there is a furnace. Hold on. Well, it goes in a crusher, but not in a furnace. So yeah, we're going to have to like exclude that from the list or something like that. So yeah. Anyway, so those are the raw materials for those particular ores. And now the end game, Eldritch maximum tier ancient mining lamp gets us raw blocks, which is not that one, not that one either. Like these things: block of raw iron, block of raw copper, block of raw gold, and then can you stop showing me the compressed blocks, please? Like the raw aluminium ores and stuff. If I can freaking find the non-compressed one in here, that would be great. So okay, here it is. Like block of raw vibranium, unobtainium, and aluminium, everything like that. Raw iridium blocks. So we hit control on this thing. We get like C:(and storage blocks. That's a little bit too difficult because everything else, there's other blocks that has that particular tag. And we just like want to isolate that just a little bit more. So yeah, there's that. Storage blocks, I don't know. Maybe that'll work out because we're not getting any other storage blocks through let's say, the mining lamp, you know. So I think that's okay. That's generally okay, you know. If not, then you got to add it to the blacklist and everything. And that's going to be a little confusing. But you do what you have to do, you know, in order to do that. But in order to make this a little bit easier, these things also go in the furnace, you know. You can very well throw all this stuff inside the furnace and just, like, get the dust right there. And, wait, this is an enrichment chamber. Never mind about that. Let's see, this one. Well, you can break it apart and then put it in the side of the furnace. Or you can just, like, enrich it. Okay, that's a little bit complicated. If you want easy, you know, to just break it apart and just throw it in the side of the furnace. And not have to worry about all these blacklists and whitelists and everything like that. And that's about it, really. So, yeah, that's what I plan to do. Well, I already did it, so yeah, I'm just going to do my best to explain everything. So, yeah, so there's like these raw pieces, and then you got the raw blocks over here, and then you get the ores, which is like over here. So, yeah, these things you want to break apart into pieces, like such as this, and this, and then you might want to throw in the furnace or not. But since these are rare ores, you want to take those things. And right now, we have the raw blocks of raw aluminium, vibranium, and unobtainium coming in from the mining lamp right there. We want to take this and use our 6x crusher just to maximize our profits. So that's what I've done right here. These are like breaking apart ancient debris. I might not even do the ancient debris anymore. It's just like get plentiful there. But I am doing the aluminium, the vibranium, and the unobtainium just to maximize our profits. Just crushing all the raw blocks like here into dust. And each one can give you like 54 dust. And that's getting passed back into the furnace and being smelted into ingots. So yeah, that's the exception to the raw blocks there. So every other raw blocks will get placed inside the furnace. So there we go. Alright, so yeah. Raw blocks there. And let's see, the raw ores also go inside the furnace and everything. And what else is there? And these things would be broken down to those raw pieces. So yeah, that's what this setup is basically about. And it's a little bit confusing. Should I even try and explain it? Well, okay. Here we go. So right here, that's the input chest. As you can see, it's filling up with all manners of crap in here, right? You've got all the aluminium dust and the unobtainium, the ancient netherite scrap, and vibranium coming in from the crushers over there and back into the input chest over here. And you got like glowstone, redstone ores, and iridium and stuff like that. The glowstone would just pass through the system and back into the AE system because it's not in the process with that stuff. With the redstone ore over here, since it is C:(ores, that will go into this barrel over here, and this router will process it. You know, just place it down, hit it with a fortune, and pass it back into this chest over here. So yeah. And the pieces over here, that will just get picked up by this router, gets placed into this chest, and then this router get passed into this furnace, smelt it into ingots, and put it into this output chest here. And then this router will take care of placing everything back into the 82 network. So let's see, what else is there? So yeah, those are the pieces of ores that needs to be processed. And it just goes right into the furnace. That's about it. As as well as the raw blocks from the mining lamp. It's not on right now because it's on me. So let me just put that back in right there. It's just getting all these ores and everything. And it's being pulled by this particular router right under it and into this particular chest over there. And you may see all these blocks of raw gold, these blocks of raw copper and everything. Those particular ores will go straight into the furnace. I don't give a crap about maximizing profits with those things. They just go through the furnace and be done with it, you know. I have other more important ores to process, and that is the aluminum, vibranium, and unobtainium. And that doesn't even go inside this chest, because this router is splitting it up between these two modules, because one of the modules gets sent over here to my crushers just to get crushed. So yeah, it goes into this barrel over here, you know, this router, just distributing all the raw blocks of aluminum, vibranium, unobtainium, and ancient debris into this one, this barrel over here, this barrel over here, and this barrel over here. It's on a timer with the dropper, and it gets dropped onto each of these crushers. And once the crusher is up, the dust gets picked up by the advanced item collector over here, gets placed inside this barrel, and I have another router just picking it up and getting it pushed back into this chest over here. Just waiting for this particular router to pick it up, pass it onto this chest, and this router will put it either into the furnace or into the output chest. Because this particular router just decides whether it's worthy of being placed inside the furnace or the output chest to go straight back to the network. So yeah, there it is. That's about it. That's about it, really. Basically it. I don't want to explain it any further because it's going to get confusing. So if with any filters that you want to do, I'm using these smart filters from FTP. You know, this is the raw aluminum block. This is just a random filter. I'm not explaining it in any order or whatsoever. I just pulled something at random. And we're just going to take a look at it. So this is a smart filter. It needs to be, these are rules over here. And needs to satisfy all that under here. And this is any of, so it has to match either this, 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 or this. You know, that's a smart filter right there. And this is raw aluminum blocks, raw vibranium blocks, raw unobtainium blocks, and ancient debris. So you may either want to whitelist a module with this, or maybe blacklist it. You know, if you want to move something with raw aluminum, something. Well, where is that filter over here anyway? That's the problem with these smart filters, because if you go in here and you want to look up a filter, it just won't tell you. You just can't. You press I, Shift, Control. I don't know what this is. See, that's the problem with this thing. It just the same thing with the routers filters. You know, you put in a bulk filter like that, and you mouse over it. It doesn't tell you. It can tell you how many items are on the list, sure, but with these particular filters on these modules, it just doesn't tell you. So that's the confusing part right there. I can't tell you right now what's in there. If I can work it out, sure, I can work it out, but then it's gonna like take even longer and more confusing. So that's why I'm generalizing a lot of things here. What I want to do with ore processing stuff. So I mean that's basically it. You know, I have an input chest. It's taking on laser drill items. It's taking on items from the lamp. It's taking on items from Boom of the Earth right there. You know, and I'm just processing it the best I can with filters, routers splitting every which way. You know, either it goes into here just to break it down into smaller pieces of fortune. Right, or just straight up putting it inside the furnace or into the AE2 network, or I'm separating it out because I really want to crush it and maximize my profits, and then put it back into the furnace and everything. That's about it. That's about it. That's basically it. And oh yeah, I have a separate router just to pull the lamp out safely before it breaks, because this router can't handle it anymore because it has all of this to handle it. Because by the time it gets to the lamp, well, the lamp broke. So yeah, cool. So I'm gonna turn this on. It's gonna like shove everything inside this chest, and I'm going to turn this on it, and it's just going to process all this stuff through the untainted furnace because it's just instant. It's just instant processing through the untainted furnace. You don't even see it go in. Look at that. You don't even see it go in. It's crazy. That's what you like to see. You don't want to see any backups here, or backlogs. So I'm just going to flick this switch and put it back in the A2 network and be done with it. And this is like a straight pass-through. Look at the amethyst shards, block of redstone and everything, the core, at the glowstone. That's just a straight up pass through. All these blocks are either from the furnace or it's just from, you know, just straight through the system and everything. But that's about it. Look at all the dust I'm getting. Nice. Alright, cool. So there we go. That's my ore processing system. You can do however you want. You want to make it simpler? Just throw it inside a furnace and not mess with this at all? Be my guest. Just still build it how you want. Or you want to make it complicated? Well, that's on you. And that's on me too. So, cool. Alright, so there we go. Hopefully, we get like a whole bunch of stuff out of it. Let's see. 21k aluminum. Let's see, unobtainium, 51, 70, and going up. Okay. Vibranium, 12k and going up. Okay. Netherite. Well, it reached like 32k already, so it just surpassed that. So cool. Diamonds, 52k. Iron, I mean, 138k. I mean, what's funny is that if you look at the lapis, it's like 1.5 million. So yeah, that's a lot of lapis right there, just from Boons the Earth. So cool. All right. So making these singularities, hopefully that's not going to be a problem, and we can get the star. So cool. Anyway, this has been another episode of All the Mods 10 Lite version. I've been FunBlock, and I'll see you next time.